Okay, we are for her a smart Ghana update so we a news update we be akwa me din ye adwoa e cham koma na so ye da foforo bi mu amene na eje bema sikapaya satena se na nsem de ekoso e wo ye memu na de se fata samotie no ye sinkonya na ye de e ba besomo honorable Mutala Muhammad wono na ye mrahye bedwani e de Matemali Central or the nsem bia to dwani na Africa COVID-19 ho e na wo che say de edi kan aban ye de hye bi bai de said ye na enim no o chenso free o chenkane free e na o je say nye no na Ghana for hwehwe na mo de Ghana for hwehwe ene say obey accountability obey account for the nation as a time a COVID ni baaye na ye tie ye COVID-19 trust fund sika dodo a ebe wu no e bia na 200 Ghana cedis 200 Ghana cedis no ye di mu 10 cedis so bi we ye di mu 10 cedis so bi we na say si amene mo ka say die e mu 10 cedis fe e na aka na mu 20 cedis e na aka sa pe na honorable Mutala chire say eno e na Ghana for ehwehwe eno eche no say che say eye vaccine ayi na eni se mapanyina ka sinya kopɔ ya adoma epo bosome ne de kan ne kan Ghana enipa be 20 million de ombetimi any opportunity awo sa vaccine bi no eno che sa vaccine kompo no is not trusted yenye hu se be boaye anase emboaye eno ntina wo sen kaban no my education na ko mahwa manfo metumi de omo ache tu ache adwuma eso mbe vaccine free ni sa animal because e South Africa even say omo ja vaccine wo because of implications are e de ema manfo me nchemu nko ache yenkotie honorable Mutala Muhammad Embraeba many na ejebema ebeto amoso
committed. Is this president committed? Is Mr. Addo committed in fighting COVID with all the corruption that engulfed the fight against corruption, the monies that have been gotten through the airport and the loans that this government use our name to go into? We have been told that yes, the president is paying for electricity and water bill for some selected consumers, as if it is just a favor. You use our name to go in for a loan that we and our kids will pay. Then you take a portion of that money to take care of water and electricity, and the other one you squander them with your political activists, use them for political expediency, and says clap for me. And you have people who are saying that let's commend the government for doing that. Couldn't the government have done better? It is not about paying water bill, and the water doesn't even run, unfortunately. It is not about paying the water bill and light bill for some selected consumers. It is about fighting it to ensure that it doesn't come. It is about putting brakes to the spread of it, which is now a serious danger. That is what the people of this country are looking for. It is about doing proper accountability. The monies you have taken, account. Let us know how much you have spent. The $9 million or more dollars you get at the airport, using our name, using the taxpayers, and you brought in your friends from Nigeria to do that. Tell us, account to the people of this country how much you have collected so far and what you have used the money for. Yet you haven't done that. People are dying. The numbers are increasing. Look, you hear about a death, and when you find out how the person died, when they just explain, you know that it's COVID. Mr. Addo told us that yes, we'll be getting the vaccine very soon. He gave a timeline. He said at the time that within 2 months' time. You have the minister designate for health who also said. And remember the type of vaccine he said we'll be getting is something that has been rubbish now, because there have been challenges, and in fact South Africa is stopping. It's saying that they will no longer even use that particular type of vaccine because it is not resistant to the South African, you know, the new variant, the South African variant of COVID-19. I made a point on the floor in contributing to a statement that was made by a colleague, that if the president is telling us that yes, we'll be getting the vaccine, have we done pre-test of the vaccine? We haven't developed the vaccine. We have no idea whatsoever how the vaccine was developed. We need to test the vaccine to those who are willing to volunteer. By now, we should have been certain this is the vaccine we are using. We want to do a test of that vaccine. It may have tremendous consequences. We haven't done that. The countries who develop even the vaccine, those countries themselves have done repeated testing, and some have even changed the composition of the things they use in developing the vaccine, because when they did the testing, it had some repercussions. We haven't done that. There are a number of people who have been infected and killed in other jurisdictions because of their biological makeup. Perhaps, and our biological makeup may not be the same. Now you just want to buy a vaccine because it is being produced by America or Europe. Bring the vaccine here to administer on the people of this country. When I made that call on the floor, we haven't had any response. And I think that for me that is even more dangerous. That there must be a test. Let some people who are willing to volunteer. Our scientists should be able to assess the vaccine we are using to find out whether it will be safe for them to administer the vaccine on the people of this country or not. We can't just go and buy a vaccine, bring the vaccine to administer, and they make those statements with political alacrity that yes, we are getting the vaccine. The president has assured. The minister for foreign affairs designate also said same. You know, when she appeared before the appointment committee, you have the minister for health designate making the same statement. You know, we will vaunting that we'll get the president is committed. Is this president committed? Is Mr. Addo committed in fighting COVID? Check all the statements that the president made in his addresses before the elections. He never hinted that there was any danger. He was only telling us that the necessary measures have been taken. Juxtapose that with the statements that he's making now that he was fraudulently declared the winner of the election by Jean Mensa. Juxtapose those statements with this. You realize that something is missing somewhere. You realize that he is not being honest. They are unwilling to tell us the truth. And for me, that is the most dangerous aspect of all the things we are doing. Until such a time, politicians and those mandated with the authority began telling the people the truth, we are all in danger. And that for me is extremely worrying. Thank you.
I was here for a Tamale Central, my Shibijani, and it is a worker. Tidiaka, I am in the age of money. Now, so the comment about Nanaji. Nanaji, the Biaboko. Nanaji, Najas a virgin pastor. Honorable Mutala, and I, the Quatsena Casaba, or see the Ghana for share air accountability, free water, and free electricity.
Well, baby, Obwa, baby, so okay. Baby, I say, as a government, Biano, you should be accountable to your people. I know one way of building a solid trust. Okay. Emma, one man phone. It's answer, it's could be a bounce and be a summer man phone. How you spent the money. Emma, or man phone. In your mujidi says it could be a banner ebiano. You don't misuse them. Now, mom so after 1 year. Intino, if you say no do can, when they are green. Okay. Name more Cassan for a free water and free light there or bois. Because Obi anywhere which for some pacodo. Okay. And Obi as you are done them not a war a subu, no more about Trinity Marsen and Paso. So what I say, Ghanaweb be here. Free water, Ghanaweb here, free light, and I can also say, a lot of Ghanaians have benefited through this free water and then free light nearby. Okay. Jokas or mui here. Yes, or bois. No, okay, I want a car, no, Mamma, I watch Biano just saying free water, free light, and come on paying at the buy. As I was select, say, few people. Me was she can't butcher the it's only like why now and also got any baby house, not select few people say, be a while we used to do 51 when what do you wait me up benefit? Why we used to grow Sano? What they are buying Fabi, not the Yaka, Eddie Amawa, Bressy Canetao. I'm sure, sir, also the Ghana fooding and a quadril a hulun by. So, quarter or for Ghana fooding one, or so quadril, I bet Chama Ghana for. And quarter or the Ghana fooding quadril, so or the free pipe on the free light amount. No more quadril said. Or the Baba input to man or the fight COVID. Giving people free water and free light wasn't the reason why they went for the loan. Okay. So what they are saying, but I'm sure, sir, Mutalan so you will be a honorable. So when even Kumasikra alone, Kofi use light, say Casa Bosumi, a bonnet watch you can imagine. Okay. Kumasi alone, yeah, Shanti regional. Talk less about Accra. And all the other areas are Munina Susun Canyani in Su. It is uncle for you swinging an Canyano. Say, okay, Comusika, Bosumi be a buying tria. You can imagine. And Unticrana men soprano. Cabaya say a buying should rent account you know, to the people. No say after all, sika kesi and on all spend it a month for. So what I say. Na ya na Ghana Hanam no also nyonko town. Me kind sad because there have been several, as my campaign, my sounds work. There be issues of this nature be popular. I'll keep saying it.
Okay.
There have been time Ghana folk who him for the CBB bro focus be there kruma na friend doom so. Over 4 years na nkane dundum ekoso a nkofo na ye barber for seamstress for hairdressers. Almost every small scale and medium phone they suffered. But Abana no then nanka he could have done something small, some relief like the aban we aye. This aban we aye no way in a yen sans in the Ghana form a G and don't pepper. Anna also or say aban selected
few people.
And a few people, aban selected people, and few people. Because we used to sa 50 megawatts no one almost also change almost use more than that. The women almost use more than that, and so use Casiepa, but almost no so. To look at the few people, I don't buy it. Okay. Because Nipa use Bob ne fan Sane Mane more them, no also change industries. Jane Twinka say, yeah, check free light in Tino. Industries who come so in be free. And the call no all day, Dumano, no de aquacogi the seeker. Okay. So what I say. Now as a Ghana Hanamo and Africa Hano. So be a cool positioner. Now sir all a sudden a barber yet a himbo fubi. As I dear, as one day 7 young say who crum hanging on trim the goo or Tiaban so they are, then we fish animanina. Okay. And those 4 years over 4 years of doom son, Nanka buy no what then could have done something about it. Emanka Ghana for one aha. It is a woman yet necessarily about Winsu. I am not saying say about Winsu. He could have done much better, like on one kind. So what I say, but you see, the Unyaki to Obama, only Yakasi Obama. So what to me amount almost a face was the same month a day in Mias and I come. I'm not quite 1 year. So what I say, the 1 year of free pipe to some people, no, I think it's a laudable idea. So what I say, but accountability, no, here. So what is accountability no here pa in the sense that be cry for all you know you render accounts no can be a ban kwa bre e kwan bi so ontumi nka because wadi ka man for enya that hope and say ma free water ma free this free that. So what I say and anchan o say aban no ahon keka o de fight COVID no e form na no e de hwehwema so kakra o hwe Ghana man panin I'm say 2 weeks biano or address the nation. Address the nation. I mean, so address the nation. Now we can answer no. Although she said before during campaign time now it's happening na be address to the nation. Na sabre no be address to the nation. Na so one can so COVID-19 is say there about for me ye guso ye. But say na wo benya 2 minutes wie no. E no oba be o member be hu say COVID-19 no. Afi de ejinsemu. It means that sabre ni nyina na ejinsemu. Na because of say no wo pre 2 minutes e no wa ma ye hu because enke be ska yen say ba koto aba. Enu nti e no no ne ha wa chese. Wo ka ho asem no. Ghana ha nkofo bi o ma yan say no kore pa de amunkanda. No bi so hu ade there was a time ampanifo bi ka say hu unam na hu kusi kura ka say hu so no. E ma sa aden den nkofo bi trim. It is hard now. I keep saying that I don't support government, and I will never support government. I will always support the positive cause of our dear nation Ghana. Adibi about Ghana, Aquanim, Adibia between Ghana, as a condemn it, but Adibi Ghana, Aquanim, me support it. So what I say, COVID-19 can, according to scientists, and experts a biology this animal you know all my tears say yare we na abano there could be a second wave first time no buy no and there's from me nya no but what we say period that the estimate and the target is second wave no beba no ama ekwanim nti ebo ama be Suria eti Ghana ha no ye nyina enim se some isolation centers and nipa binim me de me nko isolation center biada me hu bia na TV so
okay
good eti at the time ye campaign ye to abawie nyina no doctors any ade ema ye nyante asese di Nyankopon adom yare na perform kakra ema some people were even still doing the campaign say despite the fact say yare na perform shouldn't mean say was ye jija ho so at a name no kre esa say yare na ba form ni nti no ye nyina ye toto ye ho ajeje mu kakra ye toto ye ho ajeje mu in the sense that ye nyina fa so say the eko because me kai pa say ye baya bedru say I think say bedru just about 300 cases in the whole Ghana. Emma, there were some regions na say I didn't crave any ho. Second wave year by UK, US, all other areas are more experiencing COVID no. Second wave by no. Almost start to talk about almost cry no. It maybe almost who saba from Tom baby or mapon baby sports stadium baby 75% airport tourist site near don't baby. Because we all felt say yare bafom and it's happy journey. It will be blame your government. You are not being fair. And I'm also so also dika so your opposition party member.
It's wouldn't in set time and your president Emma address to the nation and also COVID no abafom no. To in the who say no correct. No
correct abafom.
Okay.
The reason why I made me who say no correct say sankanenya no kra eti Ghana Medical Council nipa wo kroma bebrebe nyina saban mpo na opese wo some hidden agenda nti wan kan okra nkyerɛ ya eti Medical Council Medical Authority omonso
okay
arno omonso ameka nkyerɛ sɛ bia yare no enya mpasa kɔfom because untumi nka nkyerɛ sɛ Medical Council mu nyina ayɛ sorry MPP fonto bo support aban nti omama kan kɔ ɛne ayɛ onkɔfo mo yɛ other parties wom sanka if indeed sanka na yare no nkɔfo mo anka they would have come out to say yare no nkɔfo say the aban no me yate ase etimutala Muhammad yes adwuma no na hoye komede bia me kasa da abonsam be gya nkɔfo ha no akristofu be gya mpaebo eti adwuma no na hoye in the sense that opposition you was so to me aban no to sa no to sa no the right thing because anka o man be a strong opposition party ni bia no o man no entumi nko because as on kwa wo di first on kwa to bika wo di first
wa
nu na asasre ana sabe sukura nkotia do so na sabe mpage asa apache ko huritra gota na osa na homna na it is good see be new position on be keep aban on its souls
okay nya ye di wie no ka be fa vaccine ho said ye me no sunu na o man penisia me adma apple enipa 20 million ama nipa 20 million ko amanfo bi akasa afa ho say Ghana ye over 30 million tinipa 20 million e ba say 10 million plus no e be den na mu maban se sa 20 million no e na for now o betimi afford na say eno ne sa ne ma no e no so che say vaccine ko na e ba no e ka me say sempa so nhede ni so because of South Africa o ma omunya e bi wo ye no say o ma say jai because of implications e de e ma wo mu ntika ba ne nye enchire na nka obi obetimi etu ne ho ache no on famra na e fa ngono na ene sa ne mane na say ye bepe scientists ne sa nkrofo na wo mo e be hwehwe nduro nim ne sa ne no
when you about spare your breath they tell you say osoro yonko ota ana osa yonko osua yonko asanso a wo chia wo pa sisia no this is the same person all ka say abano na ho ke in fighting COVID no e wo form and the other breath also have a say vaccine na ban sa kraba no kra no gidie bi enim nje say na ban no onye den because enyina nim say we are fa na nyina no some designated and as some selected countries and companies and omotumi vaccine na omo supply the whole world UK for na say US omo na companies bi wa atumi come out of the vaccine so what I say it was cited in South Africa no I'm sure there are so many countries also our vaccine na omonya benefit nti so the toto so positive no do so change negative in there why should we be worried okay and I'm ate our bank kasa one of the kasa mu say nya vaccine nya say bedu krum ha na you saw to ho na de tuase de wo o ma etia so ba no guchi ene your research institutions na organ ha no ebeji vaccine no akotry hwe ne potency ne se the city ansa na ya hyase awo nti so osan ka kire se vaccine na eba no kwa gidie ni nti se ono so ne solution ne sen
so ono solution ne sen ka ba ne nyenkyerekye ne nka obi enye voluntary work nipa ne ntu ne ho nche na nka enfa edro ne de egu ni nipadua ni me
ya enfa dos engu nipa woni ha na US president ya to abama na so in Joe Biden ne vice ne other people dey TV so wo e amo wo e no yes nya videos bi a say ubo nipa 200 million injection na so nya even 1 million crowd wom amanya negative effect. It doesn't mean say drone nyewu we so to the nature na say oh yes
2 million na 1
so
million
over enipa 200 million
okay
vaccine and injection nasa out of 200 million say mu 1 million cranya negative reactions and just say drone nyewu because systematically no and I say your system na yankopɔ de ba eso bia na system obi no kro ke otiti ne ho obi won mo onom so a ontiti ne ho on adura ye say ade ye obi fie ye ne say obi fie nti say o no onipa akono ano o say aban no vaccine ba gidie bi enim nti say in other words ma ban krama na is that the ending of person me tia say ma ban krama na nipa ba akono a o ka say me man tin say o say ye ma obi meye emfa ntu hu nche de o say yes o say yen hyase nanka yen try aduro no ewo kurum ha na aduro na enya ma ba da try aduro na mu medu na ba da try hu say eya na asenye aduro na medu no anso ahwe abeda hu say ya na asenye so what you say
se bia nka omo kope ba ku bi mbra na
kope ba ku bi no we
can try ti ka ye try na hu se be je ya na ye se ye covid 20 million na ye covid full
ana me che say aduro na ngasa no ho aye de wiase nyina no request abenye na onya nyeno na onya ana menim ha wa obetu aka say o fa player ko US wa ko je aduro ba ko ba betra okruma ha hwe eti eba na se do mampani ase na waka say ye ba ma nuguchi ne ada state na institutions na this ayi nru no efa process we say e good ano so de no pa na say bia ba na ma sad na ma so ne be hu ase ahyase e won kofo a then we yi na ebe abetra kra condemn say ebe ye you know enya corporate say ye dey driver na ye wo institution say try sa ne man yan fa ma man try fiti ha ye kwakowo so enti so kan say enye na abana ho kaka nso o de covid na za say di obe bia no nya de ebe so nani
okay
ba covid no mi hu say covid na nya de o si edidi agro mi momu de nyame no kure mi gidi say ewo ho but me mfa mani hu bi ana me mfa mani nsu menti say menua bi mabusuani bi madamfo bi mikrom ni bi anya bi awu de metie nyina ye sebe ABS asomasi ana so benten bi a o Ghana ha wanya bi sebe ekete klase papa ken finance minister ko wanya bi a ye no ko US ne sa na mane so what eno mate mi huni ana etino eno so nchese yare ni ho eti aba de aba bedru ne nyina collectively nyina emfa ideas mum let's devoid of opposition ruling government nyina emfa adwene mum na se yampase yare no to say and say pejani mu said the doctor for me at Sendia this is not time to blame ourselves this is not time to point accusing fingers at people ye nyina emfamra uze metaka so bia okasa no want to for solution ma no say ni pa ya mempe wasam kra dia ya hwe so what I say dear dro nya ban ko na so oboye ho ban we all collectively no see nyina etumi ekeka ye hubom ni e kire kwan ya nyina ye mfa so a yare no e betumi adi nsu nkunim ni enya ise ena ye to abana ena campaign ena hwan no saa nyina ye twam ho ba bia duro no say yare na pagyan mu what are we doing to stop it
okay
we dey see here
ya tinaje be ma na je dey see am so be dey see ya na do comment aba me di ya jo a e champoma ya kram